Much like the real world, power is somewhat of a necessity in Fallout 76. Whether you use it for lights or 18,000 water purifiers, at some point you're gonna need it. The problem with electricity in this game though, it looks bloody ugly, especially when you've got hundreds of bloody conduits all over your camp. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing a few little tricks with you to help tidy up your power situation. Right, so let's get cracking, and the first thing that I want to show you is something I've always called power hubs. Quite simply guys, they're just little pieces of furniture with generators shoved inside of them. Now, how you choose to shove said generator inside of the furniture is entirely up to you, but there's a couple of choices. You can spit on them, you can merge them in, or in some cases, with certain pieces of furniture, you can just use the old flamethrower trap. The basic principle is destroy said piece of furniture with your Bernie Boy 1200, place down a little generator, slap a conduit on top of it, and then put the whole thing inside the destroyed furniture. Once you've hit repair on it, job's a good one, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, everybody's happy. You've got an invisible generator which will provide power to that area of your camp, and this is absolutely perfect for lighting, and you can have multiple little power hubs like this dotted all around your build. The problem is with this method, while it is quite handy, not all pieces of furniture will accept a generator penetrating it, at least not just by merely burning it with a flamethrower. On some pieces of furniture, you will have to merge in the generator using the good old merge glitch, and we covered that in last week's video, so I'll leave a floaty card in the top corner now. On top of this, not all generators are suited for this method. I'm quite lucky because I've got the little Vault-Tec generator. It's very small, it doesn't make any smoke, it doesn't produce any noise. It is perfect for this kind of thing. However, mon petit fleurs, if you're determined to stick with vanilla items, or you just don't have this generator at this moment in time, there is another option, so let me share that with you as well. What we can do is take any form of generator really and merge it into a foundation. Again, it's very simple to do. Place down two foundations next to each other like this. Decide on which generator you're going to use and plop it down. Obviously something that's actually going to fit inside the foundation. Once you've got that done, place down a conduit on the generator, run a wire to it, and then from here we're just going to merge the generator and conduit into the foundation. Now, to achieve this, we're just going to grab the foundation which the generator is on, closer to the bottom the better, and we're just simply going to drag the foundation down and let go of it. What's going to happen here, guys, is your foundation is going to snap back up and connect to the other one, but your generator is going to sink down into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you 100% hidden power. Beautiful. Now, much like the other method, guys, this does work better with smokeless generators, but you will be able to get away with it just using vanilla ones, although you will see the smoke coming out of it. So yeah, it's up to you really. Either spend a bit of real money on some atomic shock generators or just live with it. Either way, it looks bloody better, doesn't it? Now, there is another method I can share with you, and this involves a spikeboard trap. This one is perfect for hiding massive big boy generators, although you can use it on smaller ones too. Right, so imagine this is your camp here now. Before you put down the two walls on these foundations, just mosey on over there and slap down a springboard trap, but have it so it's just on the edge of the foundation like this. Beautiful. Once you've done that, place down your choice of generator on top of your trap. Like I said, I'm going to go for the big boy one here, and I'm going to make sure that when I place it down, it is indeed floating. Now, once you've got all of that sorted, just activate your trap and something magic will happen. Your generator will disappear into thin air. And once it has disappeared, we can put in the rest of our walls and hey presto, a totally hidden generator. The problem is with this though, we didn't actually connect any power to it, and if we do just put a conduit on top of it, or we put a conduit on the wall, when we reactivate our spikeboard trap to hide the generator, you're going to see the wire and you're going to see the conduit, which it isn't brilliant, is it? There is a workaround to this though, and it involves learning another trick. Again, it's a really easy one to master, and it'll let you put wires through walls, it'll let you put them through roof pieces. Basically, it'll let you put them anywhere. The basic principle behind it is placing down a power connector on top of an item. Now, a lot of people use conduits. You can use pretty much anything though, in all honesty with you. But I'll show you with conduit first. As I say, simply put down a conduit on floor, place a power connector on top of it, and then connect your wire from the power connector to your generator. All you got to do from here, guys, is pick it up and place it down once. From here, you should be able to pick it up and place it down anywhere in your camp, and the wire should still be connected to it. It doesn't matter whether there's floors in way, doesn't matter whether there's roof pieces in way. Your wire will still go through and will still be connected to power. And you can do the same for walls as well. Simply place down a picture, place down a switch on top of it, connect your wires up, do the same thing, and yeah, the job is indeed a good one. Now, we can take this one step further too. If we do the same thing, but instead of putting a power connector on a conduit and put it on this stash box, for example, we can then merge the power connector into the stash box, and we'll have the same effect of being able to place it down anywhere with a wire still attached to it, but it'll look just like an ordinary piece of furniture. Which brings us nicely back round to our ginormous generator and its lack of power. We can take the place the wires anywhere principle and apply it to this. Quite simply, you can repeat the trick you've just learned, and you can either have a visible power connector up there, if that's just going to be a roof space, or if you're going to have a second level, you could merge your power connector into a piece of furniture, so it's totally hidden. Look at that, you see, once we hit our springboard trap, the generator's disappeared, and all we've got left is a little stash box with power going to it. As far as budget goes, that big giant elephant in the room, you'd actually be surprised at how little it takes to power a camp. You know, if you're running a shit ton of equipment like water purifiers or turrets, yeah, you're going to need more power. But if you're just using a couple of lights, you will not need many generators at all. Trust me on that one. Straight up with you now, in a small camp, you may get away with using one or two of the little Voltec generators, and that's actually less budget than running a load of conduits around, a load of wires, and it's much tidier. Anyway, these are just a few tricks that I know of and ones that I use. There's probably many more out there, and if you know any, let me know down in comments. But for now, I will love you and leave you, and I'll catch you at next one. Have fun, everyone.